Hello and welcome to the test. My name is WW Dadman, but you already know that. And I saw Markiplier put up a video of this. I clicked on it to see what it is. Saw that there was like a really interesting questions thing there, and I was just like, yeah, maybe I'll just do that first instead before watching his video. Also, there is apparently an entire trilogy of these games, so I'll be recording all three of them, and you'll get all three of these games up on the channel in like one of videos. I'll assume they're short enough for that. So, hello. Now, in order to begin, this is the most important part of this entire experience. Is it now? You will be asked a series of questions, and you must answer them honestly. Now, when I say answer them honestly, I don't mean answer them how you'd like to answer them. Answer them with truth, even if that's hard to face. We all want to be good people. We rarely want to admit our faults, grievances, or mistakes. You must decide what you truly want. Do you want this to work properly? Do you want the truth about yourself, your destiny in this world? Or would you rather live a lie just to hide from yourself? And this is about as far as I've watched in Mark's video. The process is very simple in theory. Just answer a long series of questions. What's difficult is self-analyzing your own psyche to evaluate the truths in your own mind and life so that you can predict the future. Your future. You see, as long as you're honest with these questions and answers, you'll be able to see your own future here. This will tell you things you already know, but don't necessarily know that you know. As long as the answers you provide to the questions asked are 100% honest and true, this process will simply unlock a part of your mind that you do not have natural access to. But this like you don't use 100% of your brain thing. This isn't psychic. This isn't a personality test. This is simply nature. Ah, yes. This is you. This is your own mind. No, this is a game. This is simply nature taking its course. This is the human brain at work, unlocking hidden truths within itself. While attempting to answer many of these questions, you'll often wonder things like, well, this answer depends on the circumstances. Create your own circumstances in your mind and answer the question with a simple yes or no, as you see fit. You may not understand nor realize it, but your mind will develop the situation required to answer your question the way it needs to be answered. I invite you to grab a drink of water. I have G Fuel, that's fine. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the experience. We are about to begin with a series of questions. And provided that you're a willing participant, we will be unlocking some substantial information today. Here we go. Well, let's go. Do you believe that everyone should always be treated fairly? Well, yes. Do you believe that everyone should always be treated equally? Absolutely. Have you ever invented anything? I mean, I guess. I guess. I mean, yeah, definitely. Definitely. A bunch of things. Do you believe that you are worthy of someone's time investment? That was very great timing on the sound effect. Am I worthy of someone else's time investment? I mean, I sure hope so. I mean, if I wasn't, then why would I be running this channel? So, yeah. Would you consider yourself to be open-minded? Yes. Yes. For the most part, yes. Would you say that you sometimes have trust issues? Definitely, yeah. Would you be alright with living alone forever? For the trust issues thing, I generally don't trust people. Generally. Like, trust is something you earn. Would you be alright with living alone forever? Completely alone. So that means also no pets. And that's a definitive no right away from me, because I could never live without having cats. So, yeah. No. I would not be alright living forever alone. Do you always give someone the benefit of the doubt? I mean, unless there is literal evidence right in front of me that literally says what, whatever the, whatever the accusation is absolutely true, unless there is evidence, yeah, sure. Do you dislike the sound of your own voice? Excuse me for a moment. Do you dislike the sound of your own voice? I would be very, very sad if I disliked the sound of my own voice, because I would have a whole lot of problems listening to myself while editing. So no, I do not dislike the sound of my own voice. Do you like the color blue more than the color black? So, first of all, color is spelled without a U. Second of all, black isn't a color. And also, yeah, I like black. I like blue better than black. Says the guy with literally a black shirt in like 90% of his videos. But still, I like blue better in general. If you found money on the street and knew who it belonged to, would you give it back to them? That depends. That depends a lot. If I know it belongs to somebody who just literally walked by and dropped it, probably. If I just found it, how would I know if I didn't literally see it be dropped? So yeah, I would give it back. If I know who it's, yeah. Are you sure you want the answers you seek? Now that you ask, I'm not sure anymore. Especially like with the frickin' room that is in the game there right now. I'm not no, I'm actually not sure. Are you afraid of spiders? I mean, afraid is maybe a little bit overzealous. Not really afraid. More like grossed out. Not really afraid of spiders. Like, I would be afraid of spiders if I lived in a country that had like incredibly dangerous spiders like Australia, but no, I don't know. If you knew you would emerge unscathed, would you jump into molten lava? No? Like, even if I came back out perfectly fine, it would still be incredibly hot, and that would hurt. Not a frickin' masochist. Not Mark. I bet you anything he said yes to this. As I said, I haven't watched this video, but he definitely said yes to this. But no, I wouldn't. Would you consider yourself to be fat? Kinda. Would you say that you have lots of charisma? I sure hope so. Would you ever, what? Have you ever, sorry, reading? Have you ever wished you could be temporarily frozen? Like, cryogenically frozen and thawed back up a few years later? Nah. I'd be missing out on so much stuff in between. Who cares about, like, 7 million years in the future? I don't care. Seriously, I'd miss out on so much stuff. This is all very interesting. Is it now? Did you realize that the last letter of the previous 5 questions, when put together, spells the name Satan? I did not realize that. Does that make you uncomfortable? Not really, because it's just letters and the name of a fictional character, so no. Are you good at finding hidden puzzles or clues? Insert compilation of me failing at finding the hidden mechanics of a game. Like, I don't know, the part where I didn't look up in Metro 2033, so I didn't see that I had to swing a chandelier against the door or something like that. Not good. Decent, but not good. Are you now wondering what other hidden messages are placed within these questions? Actually, I don't really care, no. I'm not wondering. Have you been entirely honest with your answers thus far? Absolutely yes. Are you afraid of the consequences for answering questions dishonestly? There are no consequences, so no. Were you aware that there could be potential consequences for answering dishonestly? There are no consequences, so no. Are you wondering how these questions began to take a strange turn? They have been strange from the start, so no, I'm not wondering. Would you consider yourself captivated by the game? Yes. Absolutely. Interesting, you say. Would you consider yourself to be brave? Seeing as I literally have not been able to play horror games for the past 2 years-ish? No? No, definitely not. Do you view yourself as someone with above average intelligence? Yes. Like, that's not even a question. Yes. Have you been looking for hidden messages? No, I haven't. I wouldn't find them anyway. Are you wondering which hidden messages you may have missed? Now that you're asking, yes! Have you begun to wonder how long this test will take or how many questions exist in this session? I mean, I guess I kinda did then again, I did see that Mark's video was like a watchable length, so like I don't remember. For fuck's sake, why do I have why do I have stuff stuck in my throat all the time now? Like I don't remember how long exactly his video was, but yeah, I'm wondering how long this takes exactly. But I don't even know whether he did this like as a one-part thing and or whether he like cut this in multiple parts. But hey, will you consider yourself to be a patient person? Dude who shiny hunted frickin' Sinisty in the forest for 1,000 Sinisty encounters without getting a single shiny one. Dude who has like what 5,000 resets on fucking Reggie Ice. So yeah, I consider myself to be patient. Do most humans annoy you? Yes, definitely. I hate people. People are assholes. Do you prefer animals over people? Yes, in every way. Do you believe in magic? No. Do you believe in God or the existence of some form of higher power? Absolutely not. Do you fear death? Why would I fear death? Like, I very much would enjoy not dying, but I'm not afraid of dying. Are you attracted to someone whom you're not currently in a relationship with? I think everybody is, right? So, sure, yeah. Did you answer the last question with 100% honesty? Yeah. Are you alone? Yes. Yes, nobody else in here, in this room, right now. Are you sure? Yes, nobody else is in this room right now. If I told you with utmost certainty that there's something watching you. Hi. There's literally a camera watching me. Would you believe me? Yeah, I mean, I would believe you that there is literally somebody watching this video. I would believe you that there's a camera literally pointed at my face right now. So there's something watching me. So yes. Have you ever wondered who I am? You're the creator of the game, so no. Have you had shivers at any point during the session? No. Do you feel like you're being watched? Again, this is for a video, so kinda breaks that question. I kinda do feel like somebody's going to watch this, so yeah, I kinda do feel watched by the camera. Have you considered quitting this session early? No, not really. Like, this already has been a 20-minute time investment, so not into wasting my time. Do you drink water every day? Who doesn't? Like, who doesn't? Of course I drink water every day. Do you eat at least once per day, every day? Of course! 3 times a day, every day. Literally. Do you really... do you really... Do I realize that I don't... that I'm not able to pronounce that sentence correctly? Do you realize that there's a high probability that you've missed a plethora of hidden messages thus far? Yeah, now that you tell me, I do realize that, yeah. Are you wondering what they are? Kinda, now that you're asking. Would it bother you to never know without finding them yourself? No, not really. I'm not bothered by, like, missing out on hidden messages. Really, like... For instance, I keep on talking about Markiplier this video, but... Heist with Markiplier. His like, YouTube, original, choose your own adventure series. That had hidden messages throughout all the endings that then put together made you able to access the blooper reel early. I did not bother going through everything again to seek out the hidden messages. I just waited until the blooper reel released normally. Not that I would have known that that was what was behind it, but I did not. Like, I absolutely did not bother. So, yeah, no, I'm not bothered by it. And for all I care, it could be something I'll never find out. Is your favorite number 7? Not really, no. My favorite number is 69. Life is short, but it's the longest thing we'll ever do. Do you agree? Well, by default, obviously, seeing as anything else will just be a part of your life, there's nothing that's going to be longer. You're gonna not, like, I mean, I guess be dead is something you're gonna be doing longer, but it's not like you're actively doing that. And you're also not alive for it anymore, so yeah, I agree. Oranges cannot be compared to apples, do you agree? Of course you can compare them! Like, both of them are fruit. One you eat with the skin on, one you peel first. One is a citrus fruit, the other one, I don't know what kind of fruit apples belong to, but yeah. Both make pretty good juice, so yeah, you can compare them. I do not agree on that. You can compare pretty much anything to anything. Maybe I should talk a little bit in a lower voice, because I have no intention of making my voice go away by just reading that much. Venus is sometimes referred to as the morning star. Did you know that? Yeah, I do. Morning star or evening star, depending on when you see it. I actually see it out of my window every morning while it's still dark outside. So yeah, I do know that. Everyone deserves a second chance. No, not everyone. Not everyone. Some people do. Not everyone. Like, probably most people do, but not everyone. Definitely not everyone. There's things that do not, like, that where you just don't give them a second chance. So, no. Also, people don't change in general. You can do anything you put your mind to. No. Like, just by default, no. Like, if I put my mind to surviving jumping out of the window, probably won't. If I put my mind to being able to fly without a machine, I probably won't. If I put my mind to controlling things with my mind without touching them, probably won't happen. So yeah, no, you can't do anything you put your mind to. Also put my mind to becoming a huge YouTube channel, and that didn't work out. So yeah, no. Obedience is more important than freedom. Do you agree? Absolutely not. Holy fuck no. Obedience is the absolute opposite of important. Like, for the most part, obedience is stupid. Stupidly following somebody else's, like, ideas. Without question. Always question. I mean, for the most part, you probably will end up with the same opinion if the opinion is, like, based on reality and, like, facts. But, yeah, no, not obedience. No. Underwater Adventure sounds fun. Subnautica was a fun game, but real-life underwater adventures? No, I hate the ocean. Absolutely hate the ocean. Do you realize that the first letters of the previous 8 questions spelled out the phrase "I love you"? Oh, no, I did not realize that because I did not look. Do you wish to be loved? Is there any human being in this world that would answer this question with no? Like, I'm pretty sure you'd need to be a pretty, like, beyond saving sociopath to answer this with no. Have you ever felt hated? Absolutely yes, yeah. Do you have any addictions? No? None that I know of. Like... Says as he takes a swig of a frickin' energy drink. But, yeah, no, I function fine without caffeine as well. So... No, not an addiction. Caffeine doesn't actually have a lot of like, effect on me to begin with. So, yeah, I can function fine without caffeine, so I'm not addicted. Am I addicted to anything else? No. There's nothing I just can't live without. So no, I'm not addicted. Do you dislike the color pink? Absolutely yes. I hate pink. Pink is an uncolored. Pink is not a color. Pink is a fucking disease. Pink is gross. Does the color gray seem depressing? Yes. Yes. Do you enjoy loud music? Absolutely. Do you like to dance? Not really. No. I don't like dancing. Would you consider yourself normal? Define normal. Like, to myself, I am normal, but to myself, also, like, 90% of human population is not normal. And so it kind of means that what I consider not normal is actually normal. Because normal would be what the majority is. The norm. So would I consider myself normal? By the fact that the majority defines what the norm is, no. Do you love your parents? Of course. Have you ever been lied to? I am absolutely sure, yes. Do you get angry often? Insert next compilation? Yes. Do you hold grudges? Yeah. Kinda. Yeah. Yeah. Have you ever forgiven someone? Probably. Like, I don't remember the last time I had to forgive somebody. But yeah, I have. Have you ever done something that you knew you shouldn't have done, but still did it anyway? I'm pretty sure everybody did. Have you ever lied? Not in this test I haven't, but generally yes. Have you ever cheated on a test? Of course! Like... Have you, like... Is there anybody who has never cheated on a test? Like, come on. Everybody cheated at least on one test during their school time. Yes. You won't cheat this test. You don't say. Do you think flowers are more beautiful than trees? Not necessarily. There are a bunch of ugly flowers and very beautiful trees, so... Not necessarily an absolute statement, no. Have you ever wanted to be an animal instead of a person? Yeah, being a... Like, I mean, being a cat would be so much easier in so many regards. You could just literally lie around all day and sleep and have like no problems in your life. So yeah. Do you believe you have psychic powers? Absolutely not. Have you ever seen a ghost? No. Do you dream often? Yes. Do you have nightmares often? No, not anymore. Ever since I, by chance in a nightmare, discovered that lucid dreaming is a thing. Because, like, as a kid around, like, 10, 12, somewhere, I had recurring nightmares, and at some point, they were coming up so often that in the dream I remembered, oh no, this dream again, wake up, you idiot. And then kind of realized, hey, I just realized that I'm dreaming inside the dream. And ever since then, I haven't had a nightmare really anymore, because every time anything like happens that would be a nightmare to anybody else, I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm dreaming. Great. Suddenly lucid. So yeah, no, I do not have nightmares often. Do you suffer from anxiety attacks? No, I do not. Do you suffer from depression? If anything, self-diagnosed, which doesn't go like that. That's good for nothing. Slight depression, like slight. Not so much anymore. But yeah, kinda, a little bit. Do you No. Is there a particular type of food that you despise? Sauerkraut. Would you consider yourself emotionally wounded? Not really? No? Have you ever felt betrayed? The sound effects kind of, again, at the exact correct timing. Have you ever felt betrayed? Have I? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, probably. Yeah. Do you ever feel lost in life? I used to. Right now, no. Like, foreseeable future, no. No. Would you consider yourself a natural leader? No, I'm way too lazy to lead. If you could push a button and destroy the world, oh, absolutely not. Hello? Why would I destroy the world? I'd miss out on so many things. Do you sometimes dream of being a hero? I think everybody did. At some point. Have you ever been bullied? Yes. Have you ever bullied someone else? Have I? No, I don't think I've ever taken part in anything I'd call bullying. No. Would you consider yourself to be a dreamer? Basically what I do whenever I have like a longer distance to walk. So, yeah. Do you sometimes hurt people's feelings unintentionally? Absolutely, yes. Yes, I do. Do you find... Ask the guy who has like 1,000 hours in Kerbal Space Program. Sure. Would you consider yourself to be an artist? I mean, I'm a musician. I wrote some music. I did literally all of the art on my channel myself. So, yes. Would you consider yourself to be a good friend? Define good friend. Like, I sure hope I am, but that's not something I can, like, reasonably tell. Like, I mean, like, I don't know, consider... What would it be like to be my friend? Fuck if I know. But I guess I would consider myself a good friend. Would you consider yourself to be flawed? Literally everybody is flawed, so yes. Have you ever fantasized about being a supervillain or performing a heinous or egregious... What the fuck? I have absolutely no idea what that word means. Like, I've never seen that word before. But yeah, whatever that means, crime. Probably. Yeah. Do you believe in perfection? I mean, perfection does, like... I mean, perfection does exist. There's no, like... What do you mean, believe in perfection? Perfection of a human being? No, nobody is perfect, but... perfection as a concept, yes. Have you ever stolen from someone? Have I? I don't think so. No? No, I've never stolen from someone. Have I? No. No? Would you ever kill someone under any circumstances? Yes. Like, there are circumstances where I would kill somebody, yes. There's not a lot of them, but there are circumstances. If you had one day to live, would you tell anyone? Probably not, honestly. Like, if I had one day to live, 1 day is an incredibly short amount of time. I would spend that last day probably having fun and not telling anybody that it is the last day, because holy shit, is that a depressing thing to tell somebody. Have you ever told your darkest secrets to someone? What are my darkest secrets? Like, seriously. I mean, I guess no. I mean, by word definition, a secret is something you don't tell somebody, so I'd assume no. Otherwise, it wouldn't be a secret. Do you trust me even though you know nothing about... I do not trust you for the day, for the time of day. Do you know who I am? You're the game creator. If I appeared behind you right now, would you scream? Probably, yeah. But you can't, because there's a wall behind me. Like, what do you think the screen is mounted on? But yeah, I would scream. Like, just by sheer definition of a jump scare. If I told you that I've been behind you this entire time, would that scare you? No, because there's a wall behind me and you literally can't be behind me. Of course not. That would be silly now, wouldn't it? Yeah, it would be. You would be standing inside a wall. That would be very silly. Would you consider yourself to be empathetic? Would I consider myself to be empathetic? Yes. Would you consider yourself to be romantic? I can be. I mean, it's not a default thing that I am, but I can be. Have you ever been in a physical fight? I guess, I mean, like, not fight. I mean, like, not incredibly brutal or anything, but just generally physical fighting, yes. Back in school. Are you prone to headaches? Absolutely not, no. Do you look at the ground when you walk? Now that you say that, I do a lot. Just in general, I like to know where I'm stepping, so yeah. Yeah, I do. Are you attracted to the opposite sex? Yes. Would you ever shave your head? Fuck no! Are you attracted to muscular bodies? No. No, absolutely not, no. Do you ever dance when no one is looking? I mean, ever? Yeah, I guess. Not a lot. Do you trust your best friend entirely? Entirely. I guess it tells a lot already that I have to actually think about this, but because I'm sure there's people who go yes, of course, like on without even thinking about it. But I guess I can say yes to that, yeah. Do you remember your childhood extremely well? Like, what? Define extreme. Like, literally know what, I don't know, what I did on on one specific day. No, I do not. I do remember stuff from my childhood, like, there's events from my childhood that I do very much remember very well, but extremely well? No. Like, I don't have an eidetic memory or something like that. Would you rob a bank if you could get away with it? If I could get away with it. Like, literally walk out of the bank with the money and nobody ever finds out and I just have the money. So basically free money. Why would I say no to that? Do you ever dream about running from a killer? Have I ever dreamed about running from a killer? As I said, I've not had nightmares like in a decade or two. So like literally haven't had a nightmare in 2 decades. So I guess no. Do you ever dream about falling off a cliff? No? I've never dreamt about falling in general. Do you ever dream about being naked in public? How? I think I have. Have I? Like, I don't remember my dreams that well, but I think I have. Do you enjoy scary movies or books? Books in general aren't really scary. Movies also not really scary. Horror movies and like horror novels, I guess, are generally not something that I find scary. Horror games are the only thing that I find scary because those are the only things that I actually like get invested in or like get immersed in so much that I find it scary. Do I enjoy horror movies? I guess yeah, sure. Do you enjoy comedic television shows or movies? Comedy is absolutely one of my favorite things ever, so yes. Do you like being the center of attention? I am running a YouTube channel. What do you think I'll answer for that? Do you feel like something is always watching you? Always? No. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to go to space? Yes. Have you ever had an out-of-body experience? No. Have you ever punched a nut? What? Why? Why would I punch a nun? Like, just in general, why would I punch somebody out of the blue? And no, I have not punched a nun. Do you like dogs better than cats? No, I like cats better than dogs. I still like dogs, but I like cats better. Do you prefer to read more than you prefer to watch movies? Yes. Actually, yes. Like, I read a whole lot more books than I watch movies. For watching, I'm much more into series. So yes, I prefer reading over watching movies. I'm still wondering why I asked you if you ever punched a nun. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I do. Do you get starstruck easily? I mean, I guess not, no. No, not any. Not no. I used to as a kid. But I guess everybody does as a kid. So yeah, no. Actually, I don't like. I don't think I'd be starstruck if like no. No. Do you hate going to big parties and social gatherings? For the most part, yes. Is your favorite part of your birthday receiving presents? No. Not anymore. Like, that was my favorite part as a kid, sure. But my favorite part about birthdays now is celebrating. Like, the party is a lot more exciting than the presents that you get at this age. God, I'm old. Seriously though, have you ever punched a nun? Like, really? Just bam, right in the face, nun punch. No! But, and I'm very, I'm very confused by how enthusiastic you are about punching nuns. I guess, yeah, kinda. I did say that back when you asked me if I ever punched a nun. I'm pretty sure I did say that, right? Are you now eager to somehow get the opportunity? No! Why would I punch a nun? Like, what the fuck? If there's a hell, do you think you're going to it? I mean, if there was a hell, and I'm very specific about word choice here. If there was, because there isn't. If there was a hell, I would be going to it just for not believing that anything like that exists. So, if there was a hell, I would be going to it, yes. Do you enjoy fantasy fiction games? Depends. Depends a lot. If it's like fantasy, pseudo-medieval RPG garbage, no. That's overrated, sucked dry, and absolutely the most overdone thing in entertainment history. On the other hand, fantasy fiction can be pretty much anything, so there's a lot of fantasy fiction that I absolutely do enjoy. I do enjoy science fiction more. But I do enjoy fantasy fiction games in general. Like, if we just go through my Let's Plays so far, there's sure is something that qualifies as fantasy fiction that I liked. Sure, there is. Like, I guess, I mean, frickin' Pokemon counts as fantasy fiction. Because Pokemon sure aren't real. So yes. Does this go against YouTube guidelines? No, I'm not wondering what constitutes frequently. More than no, I'm just slightly uncomfortable right now. Is your mouth dry? No, I literally just drank an entire thing of G Fuel. My mouth is not dry right now. Does profanity make you uncomfortable? Fuck no! Do you believe in legendary beasts such as the Loch Ness Monster or Bigfoot? No. I don't believe in anything that there is no evidence for. And any evidence that has been presented for Loch Ness Monster, Nessie, or Bigfoot is all doctored garbage. So no, I do not believe in such things. Are you poor with money management? Looking at my current, like, bank account, standings, no, I'm not poor with money management at all. You could think otherwise with the amount of money I spent on Yu-Gi-Oh cards, but no, I'm not poor with money management. Choose one of these numbers that you feel resonates with you the most. Are we even doing, like, are we even doing this? Like, come on. Choose one of these colors that you feel resonates with you the most in this very moment. Blue, my favorite color. Green, red, purple, my second favorite color. Gray or black. Blue. Choose one of these words that you feel resonates with you most in this very moment. Wicked, sick, plagued, wretched, toxic, vile. Wicked. Choose one of these words that feel you resonates the most. Blessed, glorious, divine, angelic, heavenly, celestial. Glorious? Choose one of these words that resonates the most with you in this very moment. Luck, skill, strength, agility, intellect, charm. What was the lyrics of, like, 90% luck? Or something. I'd go with intellect. Do you enjoy solving mathematical puzzles? Not really. No, I'm not into mathematical puzzle. Like, I'm not into maths in general. Like, I can do maths, very complicated maths, but I'm not into it. I don't enjoy it. And I find it very weird that there's people who enjoy math. Do you speak more than one language fluently? If you call what I'm speaking right now fluent, cause that's not my first language, then yes. Like, I'm speaking English and German fluently. And I actually am learning Japanese, but far from fluent there. So that doesn't count. But yes, I do speak more than one language fluently. Have you ever visited a country other than your own? Greece, Italy, Germany, the UK, Hungary. So yeah, 5 others to be exact. Do you enjoy coffee? Yes. Tastes very good. Do you believe in demons? No. Do you believe in angels? By extent, no. Are you afraid of sharks? Afraid? Not really. I have respect for anything that's like a predator. So like I have respect for anything that could literally eat me. I'm not afraid of a shark. Like, just punch it in the nose and it will swim away. Which can be hard to do underwater, but I'm not afraid of sharks, no. Do you prefer baths over showers? Hell no. Baths are unnecessarily, like, baths waste water. Baths just, you'd literally have to take a shower first, or like literally sit in dirty water for the entire time. Baths take way too long. There's literally no reason to ever sit in a bathtub. No, I like showers a lot more. They're much more efficient. Does the smell of perfume or cologne give you headaches? It makes me sneeze, but no, it doesn't give me headaches. Did you ever see a shadow move in your room a few moments ago? I did not see a shadow move in my room, no. That's fortunate. Do you ever hear your name being called when you know no one is calling it? No. In fact, I sometimes overhear my name being called when it's actually being called, so... do things in your home often go missing and then reappear later? No, they either go missing and stay missing, or they don't ever disappear in the first place. Nothing goes missing and then suddenly reappears. Do you ever hear footsteps around you when you're alone? No. Do you ever hear random knocking noises around you? No. Do you often look at the same time on the clock every day? Sorry. By chance, like... I mean, I do look at the clock literally at 12 o'clock every day, because that's when lunch break happens at work. I do look at the clock every day in the morning at 6 when I get up. I do look at the clock, like, not at specific times. So, I don't know, that sounds weird. No. Like, some way, yes, in other ways, like, I don't know, random number. You just happen to look at the clock every day at, I don't know, 12:54 or something. I don't know. No, it doesn't happen. Have you ever felt your feet being grabbed at night? Well, no. Do you have any pets? Yes, I do. Is your favorite color green? No, it is not. Are you attracted to a family member? What the fuck? Are we like in frickin' what's the state in the US called? No, I'm not. If you won the lottery, would you share the money with anyone? I mean, depends on the amount of money I won, but I'll assume winning the lottery means getting the jackpot, which would be millions. Like, anywhere between, like, 1 million and, like, depending on which lottery you're talking about. If you like mean euro millions, that could be 100 million. So would I share that with anyone? Like, if I have that much money, like, let's keep it small. Let's say I just won, like, what, 2.5 million in the lottery. As I said, 100 million should be easily possible with, like, euro millions. So, winning the lottery is, like, an incredibly low chance anyway, so the entirety of would I win like 1 million or like 160 million makes no sense. So let's just start small and say just won 2.5 million euros. Would I share that? Like, there is no way I would be able to invest all of that money into anything without in an amount of time that's reasonable. So of course I would have like a surplus of money just lying around doing nothing. So I might as well go ahead and give that to charity. So that kind of constitutes sharing the money with somebody. With a lot of people in that case. Like if I have like, for instance, if I spent like 1 million of the 2.5 million on buying like an apartment complex and like renting out the apartments, I'd still have 1.5 million lying around. I could easily give away like thousands to charity. Help out a lot of people with that. Of course, I would share the money. Like I'm not the kind of person who sits on his money and just wants the money to keep building up. Like why would I do that? That's like one of the things I hate about companies. They it's not that they make decisions based on we won't have enough money if we don't. They make decisions based on we don't make every imaginable amount of money. Like, we don't make the very last cent possible. So it's a bad decision. Anyway, if you could be the dictator of your own country, would you accept the role? You should not ask an Austrian that. Really shouldn't. Like, on one hand, I think I would do a lot of things a lot better than the politicians that currently are in power. But I'm also not in any way going to deal with that kind of shit. Also, a dictator by, like, definition is an absolute leader that does not, like, consider any kind of democratic concept. So, democracy is good, and therefore, that's a definitive no. Do you ever wonder what it would be like to be in prison? Haven't wondered about that, no. Do you like fishing? No, it's incredibly boring. Do you like hunting? Actually, I despise anybody who goes hunting. Like, I literally cannot see hunting as a sport. I cannot see hunting as something you do for fun. Like, the only time I would ever hunt is if there was literally no other food sources available. Then I'd go hunting. For food. So no, I do not like hunting. I do not like hunters. Do you like camping? I used to. Like, I'm getting too old for that shit, but I used to. In general, camping is fun. It's just that my body is getting too old to sleep on a freaking mattress, in a tent, in a sleeping bag. Like a thin-ass mattress. So generally, yes. Do you like guns? No, I hate guns. Are you getting tired of answering? No. Actually, for the fact that I've been doing this for an hour and 12 minutes, no. Would you consider yourself to be kinky? I don't think so. What constitutes being kinky? Like, I would not consider anything I'm into as kinky, but eyes are the window to the soul, do you agree? There is no such thing as a soul, so no. Do you always keep your promises? Have I ever promised something and then not held up the promise? I mean, I've said I'd do something before and then not done it. That wasn't a promise though, that was just me bullshitting. Like, I don't think I've broken a promise. So, yeah. Would I ever completely trust someone who's lied to you? No. Are you an only child? Technically no, because I have a half-sister. But we didn't grow up together, so practically I was an only child. Like, practically I grew up as an only child, even though I had a sister who just didn't live with us. So, very technically, no. Do you ever enjoy being drunk? No, I do not enjoy being drunk. I do enjoy drinking with friends. That is a very different thing. Being drunk is actually the bad part about it. Do you like tattoos? Actually, no. No, I don't. Otherwise, I'd have one. I don't. Do you enjoy being high in any form? Like, I have not, like, used any kind of drug that is not legal. So, I can't say whether I do, because I've never had any high in any sort of form. I don't know. So I guess no. Do you believe you have a soul? No. Did you cry this week? No. Are you upset with someone right now? Yes. Yes. Is there someone you're not being completely honest with daily? Is there somebody I lie to every day? No. Do you understand how this works yet? I mean, it's very simple. I answer questions and something will happen at the end. So I guess... I mean, I know how the game works. If you answer the questions twice, your truths may change. My answers wouldn't change, though. It's not just about answering the questions, it's about the time you spend answering them and the combination you answer them in. It's about the time I spend. You have a timer on... You have a timer on in the background that, like, times how long I take. Wow. It's about many different variables you'd never guess. Do you understand? No, now I don't. Are you wondering if the end of this test is coming soon based on the previous question you just answered? I'm pretty sure it should be soon, seeing as we've been doing this for over an hour 17 now. I mean, I'm pretty sure, I don't wonder. If I were to tell you that this entire process was planted here for you, specifically you, to learn something about yourself, and anyone else that bothers using this is just a byproduct of its intention, would you believe that? Absolutely not. Are you afraid of being abandoned? Not really? Are you afraid of dying alone? No, actually, that would be like the easiest way to die. Because if by the time you die, you're alone, it means nobody's going to be there to be sad about it. So, no, I'm not afraid of dying alone. I'm not afraid of dying in general, I already told you that. Doesn't matter in what circumstances I die. Do you worry that one day you'll be unexpectedly murdered? Is that a threat? Are you always on guard waiting to fend off an attack? Absolutely not. You could literally stab me in the back at any point. You feel like I know you yet? No, you're a game. You don't know me. Have you heard any strange noises while answering these questions? Apart from the background ambience? No. I think we have enough information about you. Whether you skipped questions, answer... Skipped? How would I skip a question? Answered honestly or dishonestly, took loads of time to respond, or answered quickly without reading or understanding properly. I've been able to tell. Like hell you are. I'm calculating your results.
Beep boop, calculating results.
Oh.
Beep boop, calculating results.
I don't know if the first time it worked, because the voice mod isn't always reacting in time to me pressing stuff on the stream deck. Anyway, analyzing you very carefully. I'm judging you. I'm judging you. That's very judgmental of you. Based on what you've told me, this is what I can conclude. So this is a personality test, huh? You are not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. I hate you too, thanks. And that fact alone is what makes you so incredibly special. If everybody's special, nobody's special, just saying. Your scars are reminders of what didn't kill you. Your mistakes are who you were. The lessons learned are what you needed to be who you knew you could be all along. What? Forgive yourself for the mistakes of the past. The people you felt you should have paid more attention to, the people you felt you should have given more of a chance, the people you felt you didn't treat the best. You are not the person. You don't have to be that person again. Every single second of every single day is an opportunity to change and be the person we wish to be. People do not change. One piece of advice I must offer you is that your time is not infinite and your opportunities aren't either. Duh.
Thank you for your irrelevant opinion.
You may not be able to change the past, but you can absolutely change the present, which will vastly alter the future. There are limits to what you can change in the present, just saying. If only you believed in yourself as much as I believe in you, if only you could see what I see, you'd never doubt yourself ever again. I don't doubt myself. Keep at it, make the changes, and flourish. Your secret word is appreciate. Remember this word. This will come in handy. Okay. Is that all? Take the secret word that was assigned to you at the end of your session and leave it in a comment for us. We will be selecting some of you based on your answers to be included in a future project we're currently working on. Oh. Don't be afraid. This is an opportunity for you to be part of history. This is a chance for you to be part of something greater. Sorry. To be sure to note your secret word in your comments. I mean, I'm going to assume that means that every game in the series will have one of these, and therefore I should just leave all of them in one comment at the last game, right? I don't know. Are you even still working on this project, or are you finished with that yet? Like, I don't know. Probably should look into that. If you do not wish to be part of upcoming projects, simply leave your secret words out of our comments and we will not select your name. Well, I don't really care. Thank you for taking the time to answer these questions. I know they've been of some help to you. Not really. You haven't really done anything. And if they aren't yet, it will make sense very soon. Trust me on that. Maybe in the next games. I don't know. You can find the test Hypothesis Rising and the test Final Revelation and the testing chamber on Steam. I haven't seen the testing chamber. You can also find the Journey series and the Advisor series, which we'd encourage everyone to try. Yeah, probably. Like, I'm maybe, I don't know. The testing chamber? Whatever. If you'd like to support us further, yeah, I've already bought your games. But I will, like, I'm uploading a video, so I'm kind of advertising the games too, so I don't know. Then again, Mark uploaded it, so that's like way beyond any like effect that I could have, so there's that. So either way, that's the test. I guess I will see you for the Hypothesis Rising part next. And until then, leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more, and until next time, my name is WW Dadman. Bye.